Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and this time the game works. We are playing the Knights of the Old Republic, the first Star Wars game that I really got into in a big way. Knights of the Old Republic has long since been one of my favorite Star Wars games. I've played it when I was very young, and I haven't played it in a while. I think it warrants another playthrough. I don't have anything loaded. I freshly installed the game. I have set the options already. We're going to be playing on normal today because, well, I just want to play the game again. It's not for the challenge, just for the fun of it. We're going to start a new game, and let's see. Class selection, always interesting. There are different perks and different starting stats that you get with each class. You got the soldier, you got a scout, and a scoundrel. Now let's see. The way I play this game is I want to play with lightsabers, and I don't really want to have to give a single solitary shit about anything else. I don't want to be hit. I don't want to bother with blasters, even though there are some great ranged weapons. So to do that, I think that the soldier is definitely the best choice. So that's what we're going to. That's what we're going to be. Let's see, custom character always. We want to set this up ourselves. Portrait. I should probably mention before we get into this that this is the unmodded base game. You have the Knights of the Old Republic, and there are the patches, and there is the widescreen enhancement that I use to get the game upscaled to 1080p, which is needed because, of course, Knights of the Old Republic is an older game, so there's a little bit of modification necessary in order to make it run on new systems. Luckily, the GOG version of the game already has most of the fixes needed to make the game run properly, and I just had to apply the 1080p widescreen fix. So without further ado, let's actually continue. Sadly, all of the faces in the Knights of the Old Republic game, of course, are a little bit derpy, which of course has to do with the time frame in which the game was released. Knights of the Old Republic is, of course, a very old game. None of these faces really fit me, but let's see. There's the vanilla white guy, there's the vanilla black guy, there is the vanilla Asian guy. I think in my very first playthrough I actually picked this face because I thought it was the least derpy. I might do that again actually. Yeah, if we're going to play this, we're going to play this the way I originally did it. With this face. The least derpy one of the entire selection. Attributes. The attributes of your character apply bonuses or penalties to everything from combat to skill checks to force powers. Check each attribute to see what aspect of the gameplay it can affect. Now, of course, for the people who have never played the Knights of the Old Republic games, this is of course a third-person turn-based RPG. There are different stats of varying effectiveness throughout the game. You level up as you go. I think there are 20 levels. You start at level 1, and you start with a chosen class. As I said, you have the soldier, the scoundrel, and the scout. Each of which level up a little bit differently and get more points depending on what you pick, of course. We picked the soldier, and we're going to make a class based on A, I want to be able to talk my way out of every situation, because I like doing that, and 2, I want to hit people very hard with a lightsaber. So we're going definitely for strength, because I assume that's going to be strength measures physical power. High strength adds modifiers to melee. Yep, okay, that's great. Dexterity, agility, and reflexes. Adds modifiers to ranged attack rolls. Okay. Increases a character's defense rating, making them harder to hit. That's useful. Constitution, that's your health. Pool intelligence represents knowledge and reasoning. High intelligence adds modifiers to the number of points a character has to spend on essential skills. Now, I think this is actually very useful. But there are other things which are basically more useful, such as Constitution and Strength. Wisdom. Wisdom is one of these points that I would love to just dump points into, but because you are quite limited in what you start with and what you gain leveling up, that I just think it misses out to things like Charisma. Starting with that, of course. Full 14 before it starts costing 2 points. A level. Strength, we are going to put up to 14. Dexterity. Let's also do that. Constitution, very important. We don't end up dying. And then we have 6 points left to spend on Wisdom and Intelligence. We're going to be very dumb, but we are going to be very strong. A dumb grunt. Let's see. Doki says, I always take that Asian looking guy with the orangey hat. No idea why. Yeah, that's definitely one of the least derpy looking characters. I mean, all of the faces, they look a little weird, but we'll make do, of course. Let's see, Wisdom. This is Force powers, right? Let's see, do I want to be one of those Jedi that wear heavy armor and then get restricted in every single Force power? I don't remember how that works in the base game. I might have to try that. Little spoiler, of course. Towards a certain point in the game, which I will not spoil, you do eventually get some Jedi training, and then you are able to use Force powers and such. I think this is useful to level up, and then I mean, extra. I absolutely adore getting more points to spend on stuff. But I feel like if we are the dumbest motherfucker in the entire galaxy, that's not going to help us. So for role-playing aspects, I will put 2 points into Wisdom. I could, of course, start modifying more, but after you get to 14, then these start costing 2 points. At least at the start of the game, so I don't want to overspend them. So I think we're going with this. What does recommended say? Really? Okay. Oh wow, it dumps it all into strength. Interesting. Well, we're not going to do that. What do we say? Intelligence, and then let's go. Skills. Each of your character skills has a number associated with it. This is the... When using a skill to perform... When using a skill to perform an action, the rank is compared against a difficulty check. For example, if you open a lock with a DC of 15, you take the skill rank by your number of wisdom, modifying at a D20 roll. If the total is 15 or greater, the lock is opened. Right, well, I don't want to have to bother with all of that. Persuade. Oh, that costs 2. Oh, damn, that's expensive. Ouch. Well, we do at least want 1, and then we are going to hope that our charisma is enough to carry us through most of the... Let's see what doesn't cost. Okay, so treat injury, awareness, demolition. Okay, so only demolition, awareness, and treat injury seem to be our major skills. That's actually unfortunate, because I do like things like repair and security. I do like to... but that costs so much. That's unfortunate, really. Guess we'll put some into awareness. Repair, security, treat injury. Treat injury basically gives you extra health when you use a medikit. Let's see, Undertaker number 1 in chat says, you know, I kinda wish for a complete remake of the KOTOR series. A good remake though, with added areas to explore, more side missions. Yeah, that's the dream, of course. But of course, EA has the reins over all Star Wars related IP in the gaming side. So honestly, any game they release at this point, I'm not going to be too excited about, because it's immediately suspect to things like day one DLC and just general money grabbing practices, which aren't going to result in the best gaming experience. You know. I think the old LucasArts is just sadly dead. As much as it pains me to say it. I mean, I want to use computer use so badly because it's so useful in different areas of the game. But it does cost 2, and that is unfortunate. Repair 2, of course. I think repair has more practical applications in different areas of the game, but you don't use it all that often. So, security, of course, always useful, but you can simply switch over to another character. Of course, you can do that with everything. Nah, let's go for... Yeah, I never use mines. Who cares? Who cares about mines, guys? They only blow over your leg. So we're going to go with computer use. Computer use, persuade. That's it. Awareness, persuade, repair, and computer use. Feats. Now this is where it gets interesting. You have been granted the following feats this level. This is purely the soldier class specific. You can immediately wear heavy armor. You get a power attack and a power blast, and you are proficient with every weapon except, of course, for lightsabers. Now we only get 1 feat point here. And there are several which I really like. I used, well, at least when I first played this game, I used to really love these feats like Gearhead. This feat gives +1 skill point bonus to repair, security, and computer use. You just get 3 skill points exchanged for some of these feats. There are other feats which are very useful, of course. Let's see, empathy. Okay. This is if you want to dual wield weapons, which of course we will be doing. But this is also very useful. Implants. Implants basically allow you to use light, heavy, and light, medium, and heavy implants, which are going to give you varying bonuses. There are some very good implants in the game, which will improve your reflexes and make you stronger in general. We may go with that. But this is also nice. Toughness. Toughness, this feat gives your character 1 extra vitality point each time they level up, which just basically gives you more health. But it's also retroactive, so we can do it later in the game. Dueling we're not going to take. Yeah, we're going to have to take implants, I think. Implants level 1, guys. That's what we're going with. Name. Before I do that, let's take a look at chat. Let's see, Undertake number 1. In regards to KOTOR remake though, they have BioWare, the original dev studio. Unfortunately, I think they could still do a good job, as long as EA keeps their hands to themselves. Yeah, I do agree. I mean, BioWare has been slipping up as of late. Their latest Mass Effect game wasn't amazing, and the new Dragon Age also wasn't all that great. But if they can make a return to form from the days from, say, the first Mass Effect or the second Mass Effect game, that would be great. But you could already see them slipping up on the third Mass Effect game. And in my honest opinion, from there on out, it just went downhill. Doki asks, Jay, do you know which side you will go, dark or light? I'm conflicted. I think there are some very good light side and dark side options. Though in this game there is a very clear-cut line between doing the good thing and doing the evil thing. Just very generic. And there are some very severe bonuses associated with completely light side or completely dark side. I'll have to see for each choice. I think I'm going to go somewhere in between. Just reading chat for a bit. Doki always goes dark side. Why does that not surprise me? But of course we're going to have to come up with a name. Let's see. A good name. Let's see, what about... That sounds very Star Warsy. How about we go with... Nope. Well, that's how every English person ever pronounces my name anyway, so I feel like this is the way to go. Jiron. Jiron, the soldier. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready to begin our adventure? This is going to take a while to complete. This is going to be a fun playthrough. We're gonna do it. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink, and strap yourselves in. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Knights of the Old Republic. 4,000 years before the rise of the Galactic Empire, the Republic verges on collapse. Darth Malak, the last surviving apprentice of the Dark Lord Revan, has unleashed an invincible armada, Sith armada even, upon an unsuspecting galaxy. Crushing all resistance, Malak's war of conquest has left the Jedi Order scattered and vulnerable, as countless knights fall in battle and many more swear allegiance to the new Sith Master. In the skies above the Outer Rim world of Taris, a Jedi battle fleet engages the forces of Darth Malak in a desperate effort to hold the Sith's galactic domination. This is, of course, the only world building that you get before you are thrown from the frying pan directly into the fire, and you have no idea how this world works when you first start this game. It's quite a challenge to actually figure out what's going on in this world, but I'll do my best to guide you guys through it for those who have never played this game before. This, of course, hailed as... Oh, ladies and gentlemen, here on display the only acceptable Hammerhead cruiser in Star Wars. Sadly getting blown up, which seems to be quite a hefty battle. That thing's not looking too hot. I think it just lost engine power and it's plunging towards the surface. I hope we're not on it. Hey, look. We are on it. Huh, what's happening? I just woke up. There's explosions and shit. Of course, I am a very heavy sleeper. I would just notice that now.
By a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Shit. Everyone, quick. To the escape pods. But of course, who are you?
I'm Trask Olgo, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Bastila? But who is that?
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really, but she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I've heard all about your reputation. Elite combat training, tops in your class. It's no wonder you were handpicked for this mission. Word is the officers haven't seen a recruit with your kind of potential in 20 years. But all that potential doesn't mean a thing if you can't deliver when it counts. We're soldiers.
That is so true.
Combat. Bastila is going to need men and women like us at her side during this attack.
Well, it is good that I am the best fighter in the galaxy. Oath or no oath, I'm heading to the escape pods. Alright, we're not going to do that.
So hurry
Let's
up
go.
and grab your gear. You need to suit up so
Let's
we
go.
can get out of here.
We're not going to do that in our underwear. So, where can I get my equipment?
You can move the mouse to the edges of the screen to rotate the camera.
Whoa.
Alternately,
That's the fourth
moving the
wall,
mouse
mate.
while
You
holding
don't want to
down
be
the
touching
right
that.
mouse button will rotate the camera
Much
as
less
well.
break it.
To move towards the footlocker, hold
No, I have
down
to
the
actually
right
click to
mouse
continue.
button and face the camera towards it. Then hold down the left mouse button as well to cause the character you can.
Alright, well, I think we can... We've got that. Ooh. I think this is the issue with where I have to restart the game in order for this to actually generate the proper menu configuration. Adrenal stamina, blast arrival, short sword clothing, and 2 med pack. And some experience. Alright. I know how to fix this. I have done this before.
Come on, we have to hurry. The Sith might already
Yeah,
be
yeah,
boarding
yeah,
the ship
yeah.
with your equipment.
Come on, it's not like we're plunging towards the planet's surface. We have time. We have time. We are going to save our first game here. First save. Game. Excellent name. I am now going to exit the game really quick and then restart the game. And if the widescreen version holds, then the next time we start the game, we will have our menu laid out properly. So, here you can see the Twitch chat and the stream and a whopping 6 people that are viewing it right now. And we're going to restart, and then our menu will be in its proper place. Let's see, Undertaker number 1 says, never played it, but I keep myself informed. Alright. Never played it, despite getting it alongside the PS4 for Christmas. What are we talking about? Months before release, I predicted... Ah, yes, the Battlefront 2 campaign. The new Battlefront, of course. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that one. Alright, see, this is unfortunate. Let's see. Graphics, screen resolution. Yeah, we can't select that here. Just rather silly. So, we are going to have to do some on-the-fly modding. I had hoped to prevent this, but... You know, sometimes when life gives you lemons... Brightness, width, height. That's not it. It should be in the ini file, which is right over here. So I'm not sure why it doesn't work. Let's see. Put this on break and hold up while I fix this stuff. For the people on YouTube, I'm terribly sorry. Sometimes this stuff does happen in older games, of course. When life gives you lemons, make a KOTOR 1 playthrough out of it, of course. Doki is absolutely right on that one. Oh, the widescreen edition. Alright. So, does the game now actually load properly? Or do I have to reinstall the widescreen edition? That's annoying. Alright. Why, oh why, does this not work? Game version, detect automatically. And GUI files will not be generated unless you change the resolution. Alright, well, I'd love to do that, but let's see, I cannot reinstall the plugin because it needs that. Maybe reload. The ini file has the resolution set correctly, so... And here we go. And we are back. This time with the proper resolution. So sorry for that little break, guys. Let's see. The inventory. Ah, yes, this is how this works. Let's see. Let's put some clothes on first, because walking through the ship naked is not an option. Let's go with the blaster. We are, of course, a soldier. Yeah, adrenal stamina, single use, constitution +4. This is basically the drugs of this game, and we are not going to get our character addicted to cocaine just yet. Traskas, join the party.
Because of the attack, this room is in luck.
How do I unlock the door? I know how to unlock the door. We simply select Trask, which is the other squad member. Let's see, what does Trask have? Some clothes. Yeah, just a blaster. Okay. And then you get him to open the door, and that's how you get past these pesky little security issues. Yep.
The Sith are threatening.
And there's Karth.
We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge.
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe him. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar...
Well, doesn't he? You sound like an interesting guy. I wonder if we are going to see more of Karth later on.
That door is locked. I don't have the codes to open it. Switch me to the party lead.
Ah, yes, this is the tutorial for how to use the security skill, which is, of course, you simply switch to the other party member and you click on the door and you pass the security test.
The Sith must be the advanced boarding party for the Republic!
For the Republic! With those awesome animations. Of course, here we can see the turn-based portion of this game in action. We are going to use the Power Blast, which is the only offensive feat given to us as the soldier class, which makes short work of these people.
Our last battle with the Sith. Good thing we have...
Well, it would be a very short game if it was. Items received. Ooh, damn, I didn't actually see what we just received. Inventory. Let's see. Advanced med pack. We don't need to heal. I mean, we have 12 HP. I'm sure that'll be enough. How much does Trask have? Oh, that's like 3 times as much. Alright. And let's loot these people. Bunch of credits, sonic grenade, repair kit. Alright, but we do need to get off the ship. More Sith. Let's power blast them. Oh! Did you have to actually hit them? Oh, come on, he's right there. Oh, you're a terrible shot. Just like in real life. This guy needs some glasses. Alright, we got it. I mean, looting dead soldiers, it's maybe not the most ethical choice. But we are just going to say that this was a dire situation and we had to do it to avoid the War Crimes Tribunal. Footlocker as well. I'm gonna rob this place dry. Okay, combat suit, bunch of swords and fragmentation grenades. Combat suit. And do we want to switch from blaster to sword, I suppose. Short swords in this game do have less penalty if you use 2 weapons. So this is why you always use short swords on the offhand, which is the left hand. Let's see, Undertaker 1. Yeah, just talking to Doki in chat, I see. I see these people bring swords to gunfights, which is surprisingly effective in this game. Oh, he just blew up his teammate. Okay, so we're just going to run... Ah, of course, this is where we could try to use one of our grenades. Fragmentation grenade, go! Well, that was actually very effective. Nope, go on. Ooh, one go. Oh, more remains. Of course, looting people in combat areas is how you get most of your money in this game. Ion grenades, very good against droids. Of course, you're going to see more than just droids as enemies. Let's see, more remains. Frag grenade, medpack. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen again. Parts. That door does not look like it can be opened. This one does.
It's a dark Jedi. This fight is too much for us.
Ooh, wouldn't it be useful if they conveniently died and we could pick up their lightsabers and become infinitely stronger because we have a lightsaber? That's unfortunate.
That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used her help.
Moreover, I could use that lightsaber. So let's dispatch these guys quickly and pick that up. Oh, I thought it was ready. Alright. No lightsaber. No glowy stick. That has to be one of the most frustrating things. Knowing that there's a lightsaber right there, and you can't pick it up. Anything here? Nope. Can of course swoosh our swords around. Using the power of the X key. Alright,